Coming in, we're receiving inside visuals of the Congress meeting that's taking place on the Rajasthan matter. Now, amid the power tussle in the Rajasthan Congress, key meet of the state party leadership is underway. Highly placed sources within the Congress have told CNN News 18 that Sachin Pilot could be given the position of the PCC President or could be included as a Congress working committee member. However, sources in the Sachin Pilot camp say that Pilot should be given a say in the ticket distribution in Rajasthan. So this is, of course, also going to be not just about the Gehlot versus Pilot tussle. It's also going to be about upcoming elections, and it's about election strategy as well. What we're showing you right now are the visuals of that meeting which is taking place. The Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is attending virtually. There you can also see the Congress chief, of course, chairing the meet. And Sachin Pilot, though, had arrived a short while ago, and he's there in person while the Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is attending on a virtual basis. Now, remember, at this moment, one of the key focuses is, and the main focus is mainly about the tussle that's taking place between Congress leader Sachin Pilot and the State Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. Sources within the Congress party have told CNN News 18 that Sachin Pilot could be elevated within the party and he could be given the position of PCC President, or he could be included as a Congress Working Committee member. But sources within the Sachin Pilot camp have said that Pilot should be given a say in the ticket distribution in Rajasthan for the upcoming elections. You can also in those visuals, of course, see Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who's also been a very big part in strategizing the solution for Rajasthan Congress. So crossing over to CNN News 18's Shireen Elizabeth, who's joining us live. Shireen, tell us more about the focus of this meeting that's taking place at the Congress's headquarters.
Well, the meeting has two agendas. One is, of course, that what is going to be the election preparation, what is going to be the strategy, because Rajasthan is another state which is due for the assembly elections. So once the Election Commission announces the election dates for Rajasthan, Telangana, the other states like Madhya Pradesh, because we're already seeing back-to-back meetings are in fact happening at AICC office. We have seen how there was meeting of the Chhattisgarh election as well. The Congress leaders were called in to the national capital. Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge were part of this meeting. After that, there was in fact a Telangana meeting as well. So this is also being seen as a election strategy meeting, and that is why perhaps there are over 20 people who have been invited in this meeting, because this is not just Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot. There are in fact MLAs and the cabinet ministers who are in fact very much present in this meeting, which is being headed by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. Rahul Gandhi is also present in this meeting. At the moment, Sachin Pilot is also present in the meeting. As far as Ashok Gehlot is concerned, because of a minor accident, he is in fact joining virtually in the meeting. Now, the second agenda of this meeting is, of course, whether the Congress High Command will be in fact able to sort out the issue, iron out the issue that has in fact been going on for over 3 years between Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. Whether there will be any sort of a solution that will actually come out of this meeting is something that we have to wait and watch for. As far as the sources within the Sachin Pilot camp are concerned, they have in fact been telling us that Sachin Pilot's demand, there are 3 demands that he wants to be met. One is, of course, that how there are going to be, the leak that happened in the SSC exams, that needs to be investigated. Apart from that, the corruption cases against Vasundhara Raje government, that needs to be investigated. And he needs to have a say when it comes to the ticket distribution. Whether it is the assembly elections or the upcoming 2024 Lok Sabha election, he should have a say in the ticket distribution is something that the Sachin Pilot camp has been in fact discussing and has been demanding. But as far as the Congress High Command is concerned, they in fact have some other plans in their mind, either to make Sachin Pilot the PCC President or to include him in the CWC list, which is supposed to come out in this week, or perhaps be given as a General Secretary post. But is that enough? It is going to be enough to suffice Sachin Pilot is the question that is going to be asked by the Sachin Pilot camp at the moment. So with 2 agendas, the meeting is in fact resuming. It started at around 11 a.m. One is to decide the election strategy for the upcoming assembly elections in Rajasthan. Second, if there could any sort of resolve as far as Sachin Gehlot, Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot are concerned. There is also a press conference at 3:30 which is called in by Rahul Gandhi. He will be addressing the press conference. Whether it is going to be related to Rajasthan, the meeting that is going on, or is is it going to be some issue, other issue that will be taken up by Rahul Gandhi? We will be confirming it in some time, but it will be interesting to see that what is going to be the result of this meeting that is, of course, right now going on here.
Absolutely. Shireen, the question that you just asked is actually a question that we want to also take over to our senior editor, Pallavi Ghosh, who's just joining us on the line right now. Pallavi, can you tell us more about the fact that Congress sources have told CNN News 18 that Sachin Pilot could be elevated, he could be given the position of the PCC President, or he could be included as a Congress Working Committee member. The question is, would he be placated with that?
See, whenever there has been this speculation that Sachin Pilot would be brought in at the center, at least he has made it very clear, and in fact, people close to him have made it very clear that he considers Rajasthan to be his Karm Bhumi. He really doesn't want to shift away from Rajasthan to the central politics, and certainly not ahead of the state elections. From a man who wanted to become the chief minister to accepting to any position at the center is something which his supporters are completely not agreeing with. We saw a few days back before Rahul Gandhi left for America visit, there was an attempt to breach peace between the two of them. So there was a photo opportunity which took place, but you could see the uneasiness as far as the body language is concerned. Ashok Gehlot joins in today through Zoom because he's going through an injury. But clearly high on the agenda is what the Congress top leaders feel is a doable election. They feel that despite a cyclical pattern, this is one state election which can be won, but that can only happen if, you have all hands on deck and there is a sense to show of strength. We saw, for example, recently in Chhattisgarh, where the Congress party suddenly took a call of making P.S. Singh Deo the deputy CM, because also the inputs that they were getting was that, this kind of sense of disunity was not going to help the Congress party. In Rajasthan, it is even more stronger, and at a time when the BJP is really going and surging ahead in terms of the aggressive campaign. What is it that's going to placate the Pilot camp? That remains to be seen. He's been a deputy CM earlier. He's been the PCC chief. I think he would certainly want this kind of an indication that should the Congress party come back to power in the state, he would become the chief minister this time round. That's the kind of reassurance they would want, but the Congress is equally careful. They do not want to announce any CM phase because they do understand what could happen on that. But that reassurance, officially speaking, seems unlikely for now, but that's certainly what the Pilot camp would want.
Pallavi, a few follow-up questions. Why exactly do you think the age-old issue of the old guard versus the new guard continues to remain a main problem for the Grand Old Party?
See, what really goes against Pilot, and when I do speak to many within the party, is what they call the so-called rebellion around 2 years back. This narrative, many in the top leadership of the Congress believe that it was something which was goaded or nudged by the BJP, and Pilot also played along. So that's going to be one stain on him, which his detractors are always going to use against him. Now, if you talk about the old versus junior guard, he made the point, for example, that for 4.5 years, I left Delhi. I settled down in Jaipur, crisscrossed the state, and the Congress came up with a winner. And then not to be made the chief minister was not fair. At that point of time, he was told that the Lok Sabha elections are around the corner, the 2019 ones. And, you needed someone as senior and experienced like Gehlot, but we know the Congress won 0 seats in the state. For a Pilot, the defense always has been that your time is there, the age is on your side. So you'll have to wait a while. I think he waited for 5 years round. I think today this is something which maybe not openly but obliquely he would certainly want to carry the message across that I may be belonging to a generation next. Rahul Gandhi talks about a younger generation taking over. Then why is it that I should not be given a chance this time round?